to a Blender 3D character modeling tutorial. We're gonna be modeling a furry character's foot real quick. It's not gonna take that long, thankfully. First, Blender, Blender. Oh, Blender uses window capture. That's right. Window capture, Blender, right, and then boop. There we go. All right, so we have Blender. Um, and so for this, we're gonna hit 3 to go into the side view, and we're gonna hit Shift A and add a reference image. And I'm just gonna use this Footpaw thing that a friend of mine made. And you can find it on my FA. Anyway, we right 90 degrees. And want to kind of up, and yeah, here we go. Right. So that's kind of that, right? And so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with like doing it fairly low poly. So we're gonna start with the basics. So first off, let's try to keep this relatively even and square at first, right? So we kind of want this to be up, right? This to be forward, right? And then we'll kind of flatten out here, and again back, right? And then we go here and bring it down, right? And so obviously this isn't ideal, but it does give us our little kind of setup, right? So just yeah, all right, right. Now we don't want that though. We want at least 6, right? We're gonna do 8. With 8, it makes it a little easier to figure out. We start by scaling down, scaling in, and then these parts in, right? We're also gonna move this bit down, so, right? We're also going to take these dwarf faces off, and we're gonna add a loop there, right? And then that loop will effectively allow us to even this out a bit more, because you want even geometry. You can, if you can, right? Whenever possible, basically. And so you'll see this, right? And so what we'll do here is we'll just bring these, right? We'll bring these around town up here. And bring them up here and up, right? There we go. And so this is kind of what we want here. And so divide there, except we're not going to do it like that. Now, the next thing, we're going to have this, right? Little bit here, we're going to there, right? And then now that we have that, we'll loop around. Right, combine that with this. There we go. Right, and we have a little extra geometry to play with now with that loop cut there. You can also bring this back to even it out a bit more. And so we're kind of just dealing with the basic forms here right now. can see, like, I can see with the front view that this is skinnier, so I'll make it like so. This is a bit wider, so we should also kind of get that too. Right, and then if we look at our bottom view, right, so wide there, skinnier here and here, wide here, skinny here, skinny here, and skinny here, right? A little scale in there too, and a little scale out here, right? So now we'll just kind of place these at the edges of our toe, like starts, right? Okay. So this is our sets of toes. And so we'll just kind of really simple, right? We want um 2, right? It's 2. And this will just be the entire thing. So, and right, do the same thing here. And same thing here. Okay, that's that, and going to bring these ones up, right? That like so, and these ones will be down. Will be down a bit more. Okay, there we have that. And for right now, this is kind of what you can do, right, with 8, right? However, I prefer more of a more of an 8 to 12 system. So what we'll do here, we're just gonna subdivide surface, right, and then apply, right, effectively. What we're gonna do here, we have double the geometry to play with, so we're gonna work with that, right? However, this isn't how I would prefer to do it, so we're gonna do this all manually. So first, if we're gonna do all that, we kind of don't want this area here at first, and we also want this to be down here as well, and we're gonna just add, and we'll add this loop as well. We'll just smooth, right? And then we'll add, and just add a loop here to each of those. And now, kind of want this, right? First this loop, and this one as well. Move it down, right? More importantly than that is just looking at the shapes, right? So we kind of first want this bit, right, to be a little in more, give it a little of a knuckle shape, right? Right, and so when we go here, it doesn't work that well, right? So what we'll have to do is effectively right? We'll bring these in. And then for like the outer portion, we'll keep it like that, but have, so effectively, right, we'll do this, and then this last one will go out, right? And so that's going to be the outer toes. And then for the inner toes, we'll just have, you know, we'll just have effectively this, right? Except we don't want that. We want to only have one, so have it just have one. So you want to of this, right? Well, actually, we can't do it like that right now because this is in the way. So yeah, we'll merge those two. And then the same thing on this side, 1, 2, right? Yep. And there we go. Right. And this will be the bit where the pad like is, right? And so we have this pad part. And so we'll just go in and beep, beep, right? And now, again, same thing, right? So there we go. Now, for this, right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's too much. So what we can do now is in the center, right? We can kind of merge these two together and delete the edge loops. Except I want to have, so yeah, these two down. I'm gonna have another point of merging, so we'll do that, right? The same thing here. Oop. Right. And except, you know what, I don't really need to do that because I actually do kind of want that. So here is actually rid of that and bing, right? And bing, boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. And then we have, yeah, okay. And same thing here. Yep. And right, bing, bing, bonk, boop, boop. Okay, there we go. And so now we're gonna have that so far, right? And then boop, right? Except for this, actually, oh, nah, yeah, it's And for that, to back it up, and there we go. Right, and then we'll smooth it a bit, and then we'll push it more towards the shape again. We want, okay, so now we want to of first off, let's make sure this is 16, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. Bring this 2 back. Yep. Okay. Okay. There. All right. Bing. Right. And so now I just need to kind of shape it to be or the shape we want. And so like smooth shading to make it a bit more apparent. And so now first again, so effectively flatten these, right? And then we want here, right, is we want to bevel this, so you control B, and then you'll add one there, right? And then we can just kind of do that, right? Now we have a little hole for claws, right? So yeah, kind of shape it like so, right? And we also would want a little area for the paw pads, right? And so do for that is just extrude from here and there. Oh, apologies. And do all that and kind of inflate it a bit. Yeah. There we go. Connected only. There. And we're gonna all these. Yeah. All right. And kind of just right, and then one kind of thing there, and then rigid loops. Other one. right? And we'll just same thing there. Boop, boop. Boop. Okay. And bit here of filling in. And scaling out. And there, and then so this would be the inside, so we're gonna kind of rotate it about 10 degrees. And these two in. And kind of, right, so that's the way to go about that, right? And now we have that. You can kind of figure out like the next stage, which again, right? It's just gonna be adding more to this, right? So for me, like personally, I always view like the place to go after this, right? Is effectively, so we got 8, so 16, right? However, for this area, we're gonna want it to be about 26, right? So here we go, right? So again, we're going to delete this, right? We're also going to delete these, right? Or not delete these, but like separate these, right? So V to separate. And then we're going to start with this area and kind of hide this. Going to have these two, start with these two, right? Again, right? Now, however, right, we're gonna have a bit more geometry here and here and here, right? I guess I'll just add one. Also, yeah, there. Okay. And so we'll have these two, right? And then these two. And then for this next bit, we're going to have these three converge into one. So what we do is we, right, this one, these three, right, will converge into this. Oh wait, no. We want this to be where they converge because that's where that is. So we, so three, right? So we'll have this, right? And same thing here, this. Oh, that's right, and then do the same thing on this side. And there you have it, right? That's one. That's one. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll delete the other three, right? And we'll focus on shaping this a bit better, right, from the side view. Right. Kind of want these to be flat. There we go. And there. Okay. So yeah, those two. So now we kind of did this, right? And move a bit. And then for here, we kind of want the claw hole to just disengage that, not disengage, like deflate that, and then here, make it an actual hole, right? There. So that's that. And yeah. So now the same thing here, right? We're gonna effectively up until here to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, right? Boop, 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 boop. There. Right? So let's add like one here and one here. That's that. Now what we want is these three. And these three. Or these four, I mean. Sorry, four. And we'll just add those and we'll add a loop between them. Right? And so just bring these three leave these four together right here. This that right. So now if we go here, right, we'll have that's 14. So one thing first, 1, 2, 3, right, and then one. Don't want that, so we'll delete that, and then 1, 2, right. Let's figure that one out, and then again, back there, except we probably we'll figure this out as well. Okay, so bam, right. So now that's 19, right? But you do have to here twice, so we're gonna just do this twice, you know. There and right? And so that's 15. Defined. What else it could be, right? So need 5, and so yeah, right. 3. So yeah, we'll 4, right? So we'll add the 5th one there. Okay. Now we'll add toe, hiding it and then linking it, and then down a bit, and then yeah, there we go. Reach that, and here we go. Yep. Oh, sorry, new mic. That would stand. Anyway, so I'm gonna add 1 here, right? And we're gonna add 1 here. Right. Okay. So let's kind of mirror this, right? Um, two, two, two. And there we go. All right, so now three, four, and right, and 1, 2, 4. Also, okay, and I think yeah, okay, 1, 2. There we go. Just making sure. So yep, all right. Just all right, cool. Again, same on both sides. So we'll add 1 here. And then just kind of subdivide here. And again. There, right? So that's 18. Add 1 here, and then 1, 2, 4, 24, 5, 6. Right? Um, so probably just boop, boop. Right? Okay, yeah, I don't those two then. And okay. these two and whoop. There. Right. So kind of do that again. That's kind of just like the gist of foot topology. So this is similar to like what they do with DAZ 3D, right? But with like 4 toes instead of 5. So yeah, kind of little cool thing about foot topology. Kind of easy when you really think about it. And yeah, right. So this is just the topology. I'm gonna show you guys an example later once I sculpt this out. But yeah, this is good, right? Yeah, so I should show you like different foot examples later too. So we're going to kind of have to go through that as well. This is the 4-toed version, right? And so for 5 toes, right, basically what we need to do is find a way to add a 5th toe there. Do this, right? Right. Another thing is you kind of want to have these go here, right? So we're gonna delete all these and gonna boop this one and yeah, there we go. Boop boop. Right. Boop. Kind of, yeah, kind of just do that too. That'll give you like kind of maximum control over that. So yeah, we'll do that for these ones as well. So we'll just boop and boop boop. Right. Yep. And boop. And so similar thing here. Delete these and of yep. And so like this kind of just goes to the idea of you can kind of just like repeat like you can kind of just like isolate things with loops, right? Now I wouldn't recommend going this far with these ones though. So I kind of just recommend just doing maybe here, right? And then these ones will be one, right? So oop, oop. And then really, so real with you, should be down to here. We can still do the little thing here though, right? So we'll do is that and right. That I think that's a better way to do that, but still actually reduce it in a way that's useful. Right. Another thing we could do is but be even further like down here, right? So we could actually one, right? So we'll just boop, right? And then these three, right? Actually, this kind of just works. Yeah, it just works, to be honest. So, yeah, we'll just do that then. Um, just subdivide there. Boop, yep, boop, and there. Yeah, I think that's good. And that gives us like, you know, the ability to still like make the pad shapes easier in this area and still, yeah. And again, smooth a bit. And yeah, kind of the thing with this kind of like ordeal, right? Anyway, so for 3 toes, right? What you'd want to do, you'd effectively want to reduce this to like this. Let's cut off this toe, and let's cut off this like area of geometry, right? Um, right. Yep. Entirely like so, and so we'll delete that, right? And then we'll move this over here. So effectively, we want to kind of keep that, but not keeping it. So that is first let's get rid of that, and again the same thing here. And this will also like help you probably figure out how to add another toe. So that here, right? And then kind of right um, and right and boop, right, and then this is what we'll be using here, right? So we can kind of like, okay, yep, merge, 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 right? And then boop, boop, bow, right? And then for this one, it will do these 5, right? And yep, this one, these 2. And then, yep, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then the same thing here, right? So we'd kind of delete this, right? Delete this here. Yep. And kind of uh, kind of want these 2. Do that. And There we go. That would be like a 3-code version, right? Obviously, I'd need to have a better ref to do this properly. And then for 5 toes, right, you kind of just add another one, right? And again, like that's just kind of it, right? Just um, kind of just go with the flow there. All right. So I'm gonna be doing like a full version of this off stream, like for like my little kit. But yeah. And then for UVs, it's really easy. See, you see this, right? And then we do 2, up 3 UVs. And if you're unsure, minimize stretch and UV editing. Right? Oh shit! Um, actually, okay. Let's do this again. But this should be there then. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Right. Oh yeah. Right, and then so for this, right, like the solution here is just to delete that and ow. No, actually it's not that either. It's to this. There we go. Boop, boop. Nope, nope. Okay. Oh, okay. In that case, we don't delete that. Because, right? Effectively, thing here too. Yeah, here we go. Watch this. I don't really like that topology though, but okay, it'll work out. Okay, okay, yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Right, here, here, bills, and this one. There we go. But yeah, that being the same thing. There we go. Anyway, there we go. So yeah, and yeah, that should be like the target for all of them. You just have a straight line on all the toes, and then here to here, just like it just works, kind of thing. So yeah. So I'll start getting some of these like fully done, I guess. And yeah. Anyway, see ya.